Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am making up some pizza dough so that I can have pizza tomorrow and the next 2 days after that, because you know I'm kind of frugal, and I have seen recipes where they make two pizza crusts, and I used to do that, but I don't like a real thick pizza crust, and so I would always have like this extra dough because I would roll it out thinner. And so I thought, it's not enough for another pizza, but if I go ahead and just change up the recipe a little bit, I can get three crusts. Normally a recipe calls for a cup and a half of water to a yeast packet and 4 cups of flour. I do 5 1/3 cup flour and 2 cups of water, and the water's lukewarm for my yeast packet. And that makes 3 large, pretty good size pizzas. So I've got my flour measured out, and I put like about a teaspoon or teaspoon and a half, something like that, of salt in it. And then I've got my water with my yeast packet going. So let's see if I can get you set up here. Okay, give the water and the yeast a little swirl. And then I've got like, kind of like my, oh goodness, throwing flour on myself. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour the water right into the middle. And then I use about, let's see, a third to a quarter a cup to a third a cup of oil. And then I'm just gonna start mixing this up. And this is really easy. I swear, when you watch me making these different pizzas over the 3 days, you are gonna be like, wow, I'm gonna have to start making homemade pizza, because it really is so much better than frozen. I mean, yeah, I do buy frozen pizzas occasionally, but not very often, and that's just because sometimes I'll find myself just absolutely not wanting to cook. But I always have everything pretty much prepped for almost any kind of pizza, because I've got my pizza sauce or marinara sauce already made. That, or I just use a jar if I don't have any already made up. I always have chicken cooked, because like I said, I'll just get a pack of chicken, the bone-in, and it usually has 2 to 3 chicken breasts in it. Well, I'm not going to sit and divide it up. I just cook the whole package all at once. And then if I'm, just take it off the bone. If I'm not going to be, whoops. If I'm not going to be using it before it's going to go bad, I can just freeze what I'm not using. And that's what I make, is a lot of different kinds of chicken pizzas. So, okay. Let's see. You guys are on top of my flour, and I forgot to get some out. So, just sprinkle some flour on the counter so we can knead. Right. I'm just turn this out on the counter. And then what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and put a little bit of oil in this bowl. Because once I've kneaded the dough, whoops, it's a little much. After I've kneaded the dough, I will go ahead and just put it back in this same bowl. And I make my dough a day in advance because I find the longer that it's been in the refrigerator, the easier it is to roll out. Like the third day, that the dough is rolling out easier than it was the first and the second. So, but what I'll do is after this is risen, I'll just, I'm going to separate it. I'll show you that later. But whenever I go to make it, though, I always let it sit out and come to room temperature. Because I find that it's easier to roll with it being at room temperature than cold. Some people say it's easier to roll out cold. I prefer room temperature. Okay, so I've got the dough back in the bowl, and I'm just going to flip it over so that it gets the oil on both sides. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this with a towel, put it in a warm place, and let it rise for about an hour. And then we'll come back and separate it. See you in a bit. Okay, so I am back. And let's hope we can get this work going, because I understand now why that the little tripod and the selfie stick that I had bought at Walmart were only for something. Because I just, a week or two ago, I had broke the tripod. Now I've broke the selfie stick. So we've got to try and get y'all propped up and set up here so you can see. First of all, as you can see, my dough has risen twice its size, or at least twice its size. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is separate it. Got my little measuring or scale here. A sheet of plastic wrap. Get another one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just going to push my dough down, and then I'm going to grab about a third or so. And these do approximately about a pound each. So, got one. Another. Like this one. These two are a little over, so the spines are a little off. So what I'm going to do is I just kind of work this into a ball. And then I'm going to put it in my plastic wrap. And I'm going to crisscross it. And I do this loosely because even though these are, they say place your dough in a warm place to let it rise. Even though they're in the refrigerator, they are still going to rise. So what you will want to do is you wrap it loosely, like I did, and then you'll want to check it after a few hours because you will need to squeeze the air out of them, squeeze them back down. Otherwise, your plastic wrap is going to bust, and then you're going to have pieces of dough that are dried out. Another plastic wrap. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I am just going to get these in the refrigerator, and then tomorrow, being that it's cooler now, my house isn't extremely warm, it'll take a little longer. I say I'd let it stay out sit out just at room temperature about 2 to 3 hours. And then it'll be ready to roll out for the way I like it. Like I said earlier, I like mine to roll mine out at room temperature. I find that it's easier that way than being refrigerator cold. So, I will see y'all back tomorrow ready to roll one of these out and make a delicious homemade pizza. Catch you in a bit. Hey guys, it's now day 2 in the pizza making process. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and start to roll out my dough. I have set my dough out on the counter for a couple of hours just so it can kind of come to room temperature. And I'm just going to put a little flour out on the counter to roll it out on. And then also, I'm going to just pour a little bit of oil, about a half a tablespoon, maybe, tablespoons. Just enough so then that you can just rub it all around your pizza pan. Okay. Come over here. Get you set up. Need a rolling pin. My cat is clawing the wall. I don't know why she does that. Okay, so I've just formed my dough back into a ball. And then I'm just going to roll it around in the flour. Now, we just roll it out. And you want to go in all directions, rolling from the middle. My dough's a little cold still, so that's why I like to set it out. I think it stretches better and just flows much easier. Okay, I've got my dough stretched and rolled out pretty good. A little more just to make sure. Okay, and I'm just going to get this placed on to the pan, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, guys, it is time to decorate the pizza now, as I like to call it. Today's pizza is going to be chicken bacon ranch, and I have already preheated my oven to 400 degrees. So, first thing we're going to do is put some ranch on. Just put it right in the middle. I'm going to take a spoon and just spread it all the way out to the edge. As my grandpa says, get it all the way to the edge. I don't like all that crust. That's a waste. Oh, we need way more ranch. That's how I learned to make homemade pizzas. My grandma and grandpa, we would always have homemade pizza with them. A little more. Okay, so we've got our ranch on. And now I like to season the crust with a little salt and pepper. Okay. And now the cheese. And I use like an 8-ounce bag of cheese. Mozzarella, of course. Okay, and now the rest of the goodies. I've got some orange bell pepper. And it does not matter what kind of bell pepper you use. This is just the end that got open of the 3-pack, so. And some onion. And this is yellow onion. You can use whatever you want, whatever you have. You don't even have to use the onion and bell pepper if you don't want. I remember I was telling you that it is so easy to make pizza because I already had the chicken cooked. I just had to dice it up. Dice up a little onion, dice up a little bell pepper. And then I had the bacon pre-cooked because what I'll do is sometimes I make a wrap or a sandwich and I like bacon on it. So I will just go ahead and fill up a baking sheet with bacon and cook it all in the oven at once. Okay, so I've got my pizza decorated. A little rinse. And then I am going to get this in the oven. Like I said, my oven, I've got it at 400 degrees. And it will probably cook for about 25 minutes or so. And that's when I go ahead and check it. And so we will get back with you when it's done. Okay, guys, here we have it. Bacon, chicken ranch, or chicken bacon ranch pizza. I let this sit for about 5 minutes before I cut it. And this is going to be delicious. Join me again tomorrow, and we'll see what kind we've got then. Check you in a little bit. Hey guys, it's day 2 of pizza making. I'm telling you what, yesterday that was so good. I haven't made homemade pizza in several months, and I did enjoy that. It was breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the same will be today. And today's pizza, I tell you, I don't think it could be any easier. I am making a garlic chicken pizza today. So remember, we already had our dough made because it made enough for 3 pizzas. Oh, it turned it off. Okay, so we got our dough already made because it made enough for 3 pizzas. Got it rolled out and on the pan. So now what I'm going to do is take a jar of Alfredo sauce. And this is going to be the base. Let's try that. And we're just going to spread this all the way out to the edge. Remember, to the edge, because we don't want Grandpa saying, get that to the edge. He says if you do not put stuff to the edge, even the toppings, that it will just burn the crust. So, we do as Grandpa says. Just a little more. Alright. So we've got our sauce spread out. Now we are just going to add a little salt. And some pepper. Okay, and comes the garlic part. And this is another easy step because we are using the jarred garlic instead of having to chop our own, because we will be using a lot, because it is garlic chicken pizza. Okay, so we're just going to start spreading this around. And I'm telling you, I do use a lot, probably 3 to 5 tablespoons. Maybe more than that. Okay. We're just gonna kind of spread it around. A little more over here. Because since this cooks in the oven, it takes out that harshness of the garlic. Okay. That looks good. Okay, and then remember, we had our chicken pre-cooked because we cooked the whole package of bone-in chicken breast. So all I had to do was just chop that up. And then we're just gonna sprinkle this over. A little extra chicken today. Alright, and then this cooks in a preheated 400-degree oven for about 25 minutes. And we'll come back and check it then. Okay, so I know you guys were sitting there going, no cheese? What kind of pizza is this? No cheese. I literally had this thing in the oven for like a minute. Put the garlic up, turned around to put the leftover Alfredo sauce in the refrigerator, and I was like, I didn't put the cheese on. So, got it out and it went on top. Hey, as long as it's on there, that's all that matters. So, I am just cutting this up now. Cooked for 25 minutes in a 400-degree oven. And here you have it. Garlic chicken pizza. See if we can hover over it. Oh, it's gonna be so delicious. Catch y'all tomorrow for pizza day 3. Hey guys, welcome back. It is day 3 of pizza making. Kind of sad, it's the 3rd and final day. Today, I am doing a chicken corn pizza. May sound weird, but it is actually very delicious. So let's go ahead and get started. Got my dough rolled out. So this one has an Alfredo sauce base. Pour some on there. Get a spoon. And spread it all the way up to the edge. Some more. Just gonna go ahead and use the rest of this since it's just a little bit more. to be extra saucy. But that's okay. Ooh. All right. Okay. So we're going to put some salt and pepper. Okay, I just have some frozen corn. Oh, I'm forgetting the cheese again. I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay. So got corn on there. So now we'll go ahead and just do our cheese now. It's my oven. I got it preheated to 400. Okay, so now I have a little bit of orange bell pepper left from the first day. So I thought I'd go ahead and put it on there. Had some purple onion laying around that needed to be used up, so that. And then I had some bacon already cooked, so chopped it up. It. And then for the chicken, right, I've got that all decorated, so I'm going to throw this in the 400-degree oven for about 25 minutes. And I will check it then. And I'll show you the final product. Okay guys, here you have it. This is the chicken corn bacon pizza. Looks very delicious. I'm about to chow down. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Third day. The last one. Oh, it's so sad. I love homemade pizza. Well, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share. And if you try homemade pizza, if you cook homemade pizza, let me know what your favorite one is. I really can't pick a favorite because I have so many. I just like them all. So, homemade pizza is the best. That's my favorite pizza, homemade pizza. So, leave me the comments below and have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.